For the 100% cheapest coins on the internet with reliable delivery and quick customer support, check out my sponsor MMOEXP by clicking the link at the top of the description and use code SWIFT at checkout for 5% off. Socials of Emily, and today I'm coming back at you guys with another Madden 21 video on the channel, and in today's video we have a free training method which is going to make you over 5,000 training points every single time you do it. Now before we get into this one, I want to quickly just say I hope you guys all do have a wonderful day today. Good vibes only, and without further ado, let's hop into the video. Now, step number one of this free training method is actually to purchase training at the cheapest price possible. Once we have our training points at a super cheap price, we're gonna roll those points back into coins, pay for our initial investment, and be left over with tons of training profit every single time. So to get training snipes, there's a few filters we can look at. I like to go by 90 to 91, filter it down by the Legend, Heavyweight, and Series Redux programs. We'll start it off by going over Legends because there are a lot of Legend players in the game right now, and we're gonna be taking a look at all offense and all defense. Now, the majority of the time when you go on this filter, you're gonna see the newest cards, but unfortunately for us, we're only seeing about 45 minutes on these players, or 54 minutes on these players, sorry. Regardless, that's not enough. We need to filter it down even more. What I'll do to find some filters to look at is I scroll down until I see the cheapest cards. It looks like there's some wide receivers, a QB, and a center that are up for pretty cheap, so we'll filter it down even more, take a look at those positions, and again, we're looking for a price of 50k or less when it comes to these players. As you guys can see, the cheapest one right here is going to be up for 55. We'll take a look at QB, we'll take a look at center, and then you can do the exact same thing on defense to try and find these 91s up for a good deal. 53 is the cheapest when it comes to the quarterbacks. Let's take a look at center, and then we'll take a look at defense, and as you guys can see, we don't have to look anymore. 91 overall Kevin Y at 49.1. Cha-ching, yes sir, give me that card. Now, if you guys don't find any legends up for cheap, it's obviously still worth a look on the Series Redux filter as well as the Heavyweight filter. When it comes to the Series Reduxes, go by all offense, go by all defense, and try and find the cards up for 50k or less. As you can see, we'll take a look at all defense right here, see if there's any cheap 91s for a good deal, as it looks like there aren't going to be any 91s up at the price point we want. 55, just a bit out of range. We would do the same thing on offense, and then filter it down by heavyweights. That is also solid. As you can see, Tony G at 50. There's going to be a lot of snipes you guys can find on these filters. It's really not that hard to find your 90s at 51k, and if you overpay a little bit, you guys will see the method's still going to work super well. So now that we have this 91, we are going to quick sell the card for 7.1k training points, and what we're going to do is utilize those 7,000 training points to convert them back into coins, and ideally we're only going to need about 2,000 to 3,000 training points to make back that initial investment, and we'll be left over with tons of training as a nice profit, which is going to be absolutely free. Now, step number two is to hop into the store, scroll over to the training section by clicking R1, scroll all the way over to the right, and we're going to be using these two playbook fantasy packs right here to convert our training points back into coins. Now, I talked about this on the channel, I believe about 2 months ago, and the method is still working like crazy. So what we're going to do is we're going to need to figure out what the most expensive offensive and defensive playbooks are. Ideally, we want playbooks selling for around 3,000 to 4,000 coins. There's actually a formula you guys can use to figure out how many of these packs you need to buy, but what we're going to do is hop into the store and try and find some books up for that price, because this is a fantasy pack. You are going to be able to pick any of the playbooks, so it's very important that you guys know which ones are expensive and can select those books. Now, a couple of playbooks that I always like to look at are Panthers offense. That's a really good offense. That's actually what I run. As you guys can see, Panthers O is up for about 3.9k. We can also take a look at 49ers offense. That's what Throne has his ebook on, so a lot of people are buying that playbook. Filtered down by playbooks, again, we'll take a look at 49ers. I believe Giants defense is a really popular playbook as well. We can take a look at Saints offense. There's a lot of playbooks in here that are usually up for a solid price. 49ers defense is going to be up for 4.9, and it looks like their offense is actually selling for about 5.9, so we're definitely going to take some of their offensive playbooks. We'll take a look at Giants defense. That's usually expensive. As you can see, it's up for 5k, and there's honestly a ton of playbooks in here. All you have to do is find one that's decently popular that a lot of people like to run, take a look at its price, ensure it's going for like 4,000 coins or more, and then you're absolutely set. Okay, so the next step is to put our mathematic caps on. We're going back to grade 3 math right here. If you guys are younger than grade 3, you're not gonna be able to do this math. I'm really sorry, but we're doing a little bit of division here. What we're gonna do is divide the cost of the card by the amount that the playbook is gonna sell for that we have found. So our card that we sniped was at about 50,000 coins. We're gonna divide that by 4,000. Let me do my mathematics here on my calculator because I'm not smart enough to do that. Carry the 2, divide by 7.
What's 9 plus 10?
21?
The answer is going to be 12.5. So essentially what that means is we need to open this pack up 12.5 times. Obviously you can't open this pack up a half a time, so we're going to open this up 13 times. And now we have to do a little bit more math to actually see how much we're going to make. We're going to multiply 13 by 150 because we are opening this pack up and spending 150 training on it every time. And that's going to give us a number of about 2,000, which means we're spending 2,000 training points. We initially had 7,000, so we're literally making 5,000 training points absolutely free. All it takes is opening this pack up 13 times, selecting the playbook that we saw was expensive. We're going to be taking the 49ers offense as that one was looking like it was going for a really good deal. Obviously, a lot of people are trying to get this playbook because they purchased the HotRoute.Tips membership and they want to run the same offense that Throne does, so we're kind of taking advantage of that to make some coins. Obviously, you can select a whole bunch of different playbooks and diversify, but I would definitely recommend you select at least a few of the same one because it's going to be really easy to sell off these playbooks at one time on the companion app. The companion app is an application that allows you to literally put up cards really quickly, and what we can do is actually put up all these playbooks at once by clicking like 3 buttons on there. I'll leave that linked in the description, but once we select the playbook, we can actually put all of our playbooks that we have, if they're the exact same card, up for the same price and do that all really instantly rather than going through and doing it all individually on our console. So we'll take a bunch of these Panthers offenses until we have opened this up 13 times. I'm not going to do this all on camera because it is a little bit boring, but I'll see you guys in a second once we have taken our playbooks, and then we're gonna have to sell off all these cards. Okay, so I don't think I've opened up enough packs yet, but we did get quite a few playbooks right here. We're going to sell off all of these. We're only going to need to get 3 more, and then we'll be able to make back that entire cost. And I was doing a little bit of math because I know when I post these videos, prices change a lot. And let's say, for example, after I post this, that training goes up to like 55k, which is super reasonable for a 91, and the prices of playbooks plummet. They go all the way down to 2,000 coins. Even if that is the case, you're only going to need to spend 4.1k training to make back that initial cost, which is honestly super easy, guys. That is still going to be a profit of 3,000 training points. So very, very easy method right here. Something you guys need to take advantage of. I'll be selling off all these playbooks right here, taking my nice little free training. This could also be a coin making method. You could probably like double or triple your coins when you do this. So that's certainly an option, but that's going to do it for me. Hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. If you did, leave a like, hit that sub button if you like these methods and you don't want to miss out on any of them in the future. And until next time, I'm out. Peace.
So